moving on to the last film of the new franchise, which is
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise.
Or the Fall of Skywalker. Whichever way you want to look at it,
Heavy. Yeah, I'll call it the Fall of Blood Clot Skywalker. Fall of Skywalker. Mandem, same format. Talk to me.
So
anticipation.
It was, when you go into something with low expectations. It's shocking for a Star Wars film. The expectation was low.
Last Jedi done.
Yeah,
lowered your expectations.
I was like, bro, I just was wanting to see how they wrapped it up, innit? Yeah, that was it.
But I mean, so your anticipation was not high. Like you dropped down a level now because they're on some F3.
Remember, we've always gone to the cinema, booked it up, gone cinema, late night premiere, and no one can be asked this time.
I'm not gonna lie, for the three of us, we've seen every single Star Wars film at a premiere before it's hit the cinemas on the mainstream. I mean, 1 o'clock screenings, 12 o'clock screenings, like in the dead of night, because we are hardcore Star Wars fans. And Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, this is the first film in God knows how many years that none of us could be bothered to actually go and see it. Based on that alone.
That speaks for itself, innit?
There you go.
But it was more to do with the previous...
It was to do The Last Jedi again. That's why I gave it a 4. It was a franchise killer, man.
But I think you man were angrier than me, innit? I still would have gone to the premiere. Because I was, again, when it comes to Star Wars, even though there's facts and you've got evidence behind you, innit?
Yeah.
I still try and be optimistic because it's Star Wars, bro.
But is that because Star Wars? Is that because it was the Star Wars, or because you're a film buff and you'll go in it?
Good question.
Is it because you're a film man, or because you was enthusiastic to go to watch the film?
No. If I really put my film buff hat on, these ratings would be a lot lower. I'm being honest, innit? Like my ratings, there's a lot of nostalgia built in. I can still remember my Star Wars pillowcase, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
I can remember my Star Wars. I can remember the Millennium Falcon. I had a Millennium Falcon and I had an Imperial Shuttle.
Yeah, so there's still
as a toy.
So when it comes to Star Wars, like I'm a little bit more positive than the other films. The other films where I tear them to shreds, like certain Avengers films. Certain Avengers films.
That's for another day, but
that's a different episode.
Like I said, other films I would tear to shreds. Like Star Wars gets a little leeway with me, innit?
Yeah,
as I'm sure you men realise. But again, the actions spoke for themselves, innit? None of us were pushing for the premiere. You know what I'm hearing? That came from all three of us. Innit? Normally, we're fighting each other for when we do this, when we book it.
That's right, yeah.
So I guess we were all on the same wavelength, innit? But still, back in my mind, I was hoping they're gonna make up for the shit. They're going to make up for it. They're going to make a film where we all can be happy and walk away happy, you know.
All right. Okay. So let's get into the we call it the Fall of Skywalker. They brought back J.J. Abrams because I think they had to. Apparently, the director, the choice before J.J. Abrams wasn't Rian Johnson, but it was some other director whose name escapes me. But they were going to get him to actually direct the third and final episode. But this guy must have been smoking some moon rocks or something, but he said he wanted to film the whole film in outer space, literally. He wanted the film literally to be in outer space.
Oh, so the whole film's set in space, no planets,
in space. There weren't he didn't want the film to be shot on Earth. I mean, I'm talking reality.
On any planet.
He wanted to literally rent a space shuttle from NASA and film scenes and outer space.
He's on that whatever that sniff or something, man.
Yeah, this guy was sniffing that Pulp Fiction coke. You know that panda that put the girl to sleep. Like, he was on that sort of high grade. But anyway, yeah, they brought back J.J. Abrams. Cut a long story short. Again, all right, I'm gonna let you guys go first, innit? What was your? Let's just cut straight to the boogie, man. All right. What was your feelings after watching the film in its entirety, and how did that reflect on the whole trilogy as a whole? Your feelings after watching the Last Jedi and going into this film?
Yeah. I had low expectations. I was generally going to see it to see how they wrapped up the trilogy and where they were going from the end of the Last Jedi. Yeah, I was more watching. I've like, to see how the trilogy's wrapped up, basically.
Like myself, Johnny Pockets, and Wheezy, we watched the trailers for this shit, innit? And I'm not gonna lie, when I heard the Emperor's voice, I thought, okay, they're trying to redeem it. Okay, let's see where they're going with this. I'm not gonna lie. Anthony obviously doesn't watch any trailers. He probably went into the whole thing blind and did not know that was the case. But
Nope.
For myself and Wheezy, we knew that the Emperor was gonna.
It was hard to avoid it was hard to avoid the social media spoilers, isn't it?
Yeah. So we knew that. So I thought, okay, I'll you're bringing back the Emperor, innit? Okay, all right. Let's see where you're going with this.
I didn't think that was anything special bringing him back, man. I don't know, man.
Was that enough to salvage the Last Jedi?
No, man. I thought no. It kind of undermined everything that all the previous characters did, innit?
There you go.
But yeah, I just thought I don't know. I'd been preferred if it was as someone else in it, a new
villain or
villain
protagonist.
In it, like to go back to the Emperor's. I mean, obviously they alluded to that in the expanded universe that their Force presence can still be around, but I don't know, man. I just didn't think it was that great to see for him to come back.
Straight up, I agree, Anthony.
Yeah, like I said, as like you said, rather, I wasn't expecting to see him in it. So, like, you remember how surprised I was in the cinema when we saw him. I was kind of gassed when I saw him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I would be too.
Sorry to jump in. Even though I didn't really feel it, but at the same time, when I was watching the film, it was still exciting. I can't deny it was still exciting.
I was thinking if anyone's gonna be a challenge, it's gonna be the Emperor, isn't it?
Straight, yeah.
Darth Sidious himself, bro.
Yeah.
I thought if anyone's gonna be a challenge for this,
Yeah.
for this you know what I'm saying? So, to summarize, I was excited, right, bro.
Yeah, my general feeling after watching the third or fifth or whatever the final trailer was, and hearing the Emperor's laugh, I thought, okay, right, this is. If they wanted to bring back the audience that the last film lost, this was for me the one of the only ways they could have done it. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a chance, and I'll try and wipe the slate clean and give this film a chance. How did you guys feel about the plot in terms of the way they brought the Emperor back? Do you think they explained it thoroughly enough? Was it convincing enough for him to actually be there after everything they did in the first trilogy and the prequels?
If I was going, yeah, I mean, from a science fiction, science fantasy perspective, yeah, I went along with it, innit? Like that. I understand that obviously his Force presence was still there, but I went along with it. I wasn't like confused or anything. It's just I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it that much, to be honest.
Even that whole sort of monologue where he said, "Yeah, it was me the whole time. Yeah, I was Snoke. I was this person. I was every voice you ever heard." Was you buying that? Was you, when you first watched it, did you actually think, okay, cool, right, yeah, this is Palpatine, this is Darth Sidious himself, so yeah, I'm gonna roll with it.
I rolled along with it. I went along with it. I just wasn't.
You wait to see where it was gonna go.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I
was the same, and I'm not gonna lie, Anthony.
No, like I said, I was all in because I was thinking the final battle was gonna be big, innit? So I was all in. The way he reintroduced himself, the way Boyd Man told him, look, basically I'm your daddy, innit? I've been running the game since.
running
the game since the beginning.
But remember from the beginning, you remember the first, what do you call it, credits? You know,
credits,
the beginning
intro,
credits, the intro. Remember they said that they did elaborate that it was the Emperor,
there
innit?
was a message that
they
was
said
sent.
There's a message from.
I think they started off with premises, a message from the grave or a message from the dead, or something of the sort. That was the first title you saw, and then you saw that it was Palpatine that was beating out some sort of low subspace frequency that was telling everybody that the Empire's coming back.
The final order.
The final order. And apparently, the full message was in a game. It was in Fortnite or one of them game there.
Yeah.
The message itself in its entirety is hidden in one of those games.
Right,
You can hear it. They buried it in the game, which I thought was a good. That was original. I ain't gonna lie. I give them that, innit? That's original still.
Never heard of that. Still.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Wow. That tells you what these films are for. It's for the kids, though, isn't it?
There you go.
For the kids to find, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Are the kids interested in it?
That's where it's targeted. It's targeted at that kids family market, that PG market.
Did they target them too much? Like, is this the Ewoks all over again? Like, is this sort of them fluffy things in the Last Jedi that was on Luke's island? Like, do you know what I mean? Is this just this something to sort of put cuddly toys and suction cups in cars? And is this
I don't think not so much the last one. I don't think. What collectibles would you see? Like the BB-8 was.
The BB-8. Remember they introduced a new droid. They introduced some lamp. I don't know what the hell that was, man. Some lamp with a wheel or something, whatever the hell.
Oh yeah. I can't see that selling, man.
More Kylo Ren, man.
Yeah.
Rey's obviously selling well with young girls, innit? Like Star Wars was never seen as a young girls thing, innit? But you can bet.
I think that
young girls dressing up as Rey. Innit?
Yes, I think that was their aim from the start, basically, to get a female protagonist in there, a strong woman, didn't bow down to no man, was aggressive, was always sort of pushed
Me too.
narrative. That's your quote, bro. But yeah, I think that was their whole thing in the first place, isn't it? All right, so that was a general feeling. Was there many original moments for you guys in terms of Rise of Skywalker? Obviously there was, but I just want you guys to point it out and see which ones moved you man the most in terms of original moments. That is.
I think one of the standout moments was when what's her name? I'm forgetting her name, man.
Rey.
Yeah, sorry, Rey. Obviously, when Rey was
that's how you know this song. That's how you know these films are bummy, man. I can't remember Rey's name.
you know, she was using the Force to hold the little spaceship from taking off.
Yeah,
like, that was a demonstration of her powers, like
levels,
getting strong in it. I ain't seen none of the Jedi do that.
Yeah,
none of them.
What about what thing you did?
And then she let the lightning off as well. She couldn't control it.
Yeah, that was the original moment. I ain't gonna lie, I was gassed when I saw that. Still.